Okay, I just recorded this whole video without recording sound, so this is take 2. Let's do this. Okay, yeah, it's on. Hi, I'm Remy Dalton, and welcome to Painting for Pleasure. Last time, I shared with you my first ever Barbie Dream House painting. Today, I'm going to be showing you its sequel, The Blue Dim. As you can see, we're having a blue moment today. If you didn't see the video before this, it's no big, but you might want to check it out. It'll give this video more context. Car alarms all day. Oh God, turn it off. Let's try it again. The subject of this painting series is the deliciously isolating process of indulging your every desire, a tenet of consumerist culture. It's not a new subject, but it's one in which the characters in it are constantly changing. I wanted to explore my specific technological, sociological, romantic, economic desires to explore their more insidious influences. The beginning of the painting and the painting series is always my favorite because I move the most intuitively, and then as the painting goes on, I kind of get more thoughtful about what I'm gonna edit and gonna add and get more words involved. But this painting started super intuitively. I just wanted to make an interior that had the same color scheme as a wild berry Pop-Tart. If you haven't had a wild berry Pop-Tart, have one, or maybe you shouldn't because they're really good and they're terrible for you. But I wanted to have an interior that was delicious. And so again, I used that 70s interior book and I found an interior I liked that had a lot of blue in it. And then I just went into the color scheme to make it more wild berry-esque. This painting is all about invitations and repellents or like discouragements. I wanted the viewer to feel like in between, like, is it a welcoming place or is it a lonely place or kind of a creepy place? So I did that with the objects that I chose to add. And I think the most obvious welcoming object to me is the giant wedding cake on the coffee table. The inviting aspect of it is pretty obvious. It's a beautiful cake with a ton of icing, really delicious in my opinion. But it also has this kind of dual quality in that it's obviously a wedding cake for a celebration, but only one person has eaten it. It's just in some random den. It's something to be shared, and it's not. The flowers in the wedding cake mirror the flowers in the painting above the mantelpiece. I specifically did not change this painting from the original one that was in the 70s interior from the book. And I did it because the painting is inviting in that it's super bright, it's of flowers, like it's pretty. But then it's a style that I wouldn't paint in. Like this is about, like this painting is very painterly to me, but then that painting within the painting is even more painterly, you know? So it's not totally my style, and it's a painting that you would see in a house, while the painting it's in, you don't really see that many of my paintings in houses, so they're different competing styles. Next to the painting, there are 2 ghost emojis, and the ghost emojis kind of have that dual quality too. They're super cute, but you use them, well, at least I use them in text where I'm talking about Halloween or a scary movie or something kind of spooky, but cute at the same time. The most obvious repellent of the painting is the leave sign that is on a text that's like sewn into that armchair. The armchair, super colorful, cushy, inviting. The sign just says leave. I wanted this super obvious, strong repellent because I have some really super strong, obvious invitations, you know? The heart emojis, the diamond, the sparkles, those are all just obvious signs of welcome, in my opinion. In the foreground, we have more objects that have both inviting and repelling qualities. The conversation hearts are inviting in that they're super cute, super delicious, super colorful, but they're like the most desperate conversation hearts known to man. I mean, all conversations hearts are kind of desperate, but these ones I like amped it up to make it more desperate. They say things like, touch me, DM me, bitch please. They're desperate conversation hearts, which I think is hilarious. The iPad in the front, I mean, it's an obvious economic desire for me. I mean, I think a lot of people want a new iPad, but then it also is kind of signifying like, this isn't a totally peaceful place. Like the digital world is still in here with all its toxic, soul-sucking qualities. So you, the FBI dude listening to you, and all the people interacting with you on social media are still in the space, so it's not super peaceful. Finally, we have that decanter or just glass, I don't know what you call it, bottle thing of brown liquor. And again, inviting, liquor makes you feel good, but then also ultimately, in my opinion, kind of gross. So now you know my thoughts on how I conceived this, on what attracting and repelling components I added to this thing. So let's check out the process of me physically painting it. So after that work, here we are again with the final product. Took about 2 weeks to paint. It could totally have another layer. I'm gonna paint another one to keep my momentum, and like I said before, I kind of check them all out and see how far they all need to be pushed together. So we're gonna have more interiors on the way. I got a really cool bathroom planned out that has tons of accessories, so you should definitely keep an eye out for that. And I'm gonna do some fangirl paintings in between, so check that out as well. Let me know what you think about the blue den, if you think it's inviting or creepy or lonely or whatever. I love all your comments. If you're having a blue Monday, I hope it's a happy but kind of creepy Monday, just like the painting. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and mwah.